What's happening, everybody? This your homeboy Hood Real for the Hood Real Show, and I'd like to thank y'all for joining me on another lovely podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be jumping into a few things here today. We're going to be talking about the movie Cosmic Slop and the significance of that film, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on in that I want to bring to light. Also, we're going to be talking about the Dave Chappelle incident, and also we're going to be talking about a nail salon butcher. That's right, guys, a nail salon butcher. So before we get into all the fun stuff, let's get into the top story here. Now, what's buzzing as of yesterday, guys, Dave Chappelle was in L.A. At a comedy bowl performing there on his tour. And some stuff went down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it and tell you guys exactly what happened here. Now, on attacks on comedians, this is the second to happen. First it was Will and Chris. Now we have Dave. So like I stated before, Tuesday at a comedy bowl in LA, while performing on stage, Mr. Chappelle was rushed and attacked, or should I say tackled, if you will, by an onlooker, whom hopped on stage and did the unexpected act that was very, very unexpected. He just basically ran up on the stage and tackled the comedian as he was performing. Now, after the incident happened, of course, everyone was shocked in the audience. Security immediately came out. The assailant ran backstage. He was apprehended by security and law enforcement. They later found that the man was armed, guys. That's right, he was armed. So let's thank God that nothing tragic happened during this unfortunate incident. But apparently this whole thing started while Mr. Chappelle was joking about we're just going to say it like this, guys, the rainbow community. Now, freedom of speech is what's given to folks. And of course, people are not meant to hurt anyone's feelings or for people to take things personal, especially comedians when they're doing their performance. That's what it is. It's a performance. And it's meant to draw on the crowds and gain revenue and give you entertainment, not meant to hurt your feelings intentionally. It's just subjects that these particular comedians talk about are just pitch points, if you will, to get the crowd going and to get you guys to laugh a little bit, jokingly about certain subjects, not to be disrespectful. And with that being said, guys, the attack, or should I say the alleged assault, if you will, that was performed here or done by this young man was uncalled for and unjust. Like we stated before, when we talked to you guys about controlling anger and things like that during the Will Smith incident and Chris Rock incident, certain things are very sensitive to certain folks. But then, therefore, if your feelings are going to get hurt when you're going to a show and you already know what a comedian or performer is talking about or performing, you should not go then. If it's going to bother you, it's when these guys go on stage, they're there to perform, they're there to entertain. That's their profession, to entertain, not to disrespect anyone purposely for their own self gains. So with that being said, it was very, very unexpected. It was irrational. Let's thank God that nothing bad happened and that this doesn't continue on. We congratulate all the comedians. We congratulate Mr. Chappelle on his success and things like that. And we ask for everyone to continue to support our performers and actors and don't take this as something to be scared of. To stop doing that, because when you're doing that, you're basically supporting not only your community, but you're supporting your local actor as well, or your performing actor, or your performing comedian, if you will. So with that being said, if things tend to hurt your feelings, don't go to the show. That's what I would recommend to folks. And don't act out irrational. I mean, this is crazy. This is somebody could have seriously been hurt. The assailant could have been hurt. The comedian or performer could have been hurt. Could have been real bad. We don't need this type of activity going on. while we're coming out of the darkness. Like I told you guys before, we're coming out of the pandemic and people are acting crazy. And there's no need for that, guys. Get yourselves together. You're not animals. And act responsibly, guys. Act responsibly. Now, as far as Chappelle is concerned, Chappelle basically spoke about the incident. And you guys can look that up online as well. But with that being said, guys, we're going to continue to move on, and we're going to go ahead and get into something else I want to tell you guys about. Now, with that being said, of course, conglomerates and tabloids are going to basically try to twist and turn this thing into something bad, black on black crime, allegedly, black people don't know how to act, whatever they may choose to think from this, basically, this incident. You don't see anybody running up on other performers. I'm not going to say, should I say it? Just say it. White people, if you will. You don't see people running up on stage and smacking them and assaulting them, do you? So why are we doing this to each other? Some form of entertainment, and entertainment for who? It can't be for our own people, because I'm sure, truthfully, honestly, that's suppressing and hating on your fellow person that's being successful. And basically, he's just an entertainer. That's all it is. These people are entertainers, and you guys need to stop those ill actions. But back to Cosmic Slop, guys. Now, Cosmic Slop, aka Space Traders, starring the late Casey Kasem, Robert Gilliam, and Anthony Anderson, guys. The movie brings certain realities to light. All right. Now, in this low-budget 1994 film hosted by George Clinton, it brings the premise of aliens coming to Earth for a trade-off of a lifetime, with the promise of technology that will clean the air, water, and no need for energy, the endless, abundant amount of free, safe energy. Now, there's a catch. The catch is all this can be given to mankind in the exchange for all the melanated people in America. Not around the world, only in America. What the fuck? All right. And with that being said, they want to take these people off of the earth to a different planet or to a different realm. Now, one part of the film, you have cabinet members and the president, they meet to try to figure out how to basically disclose this information to the public. Or should I say to all the melanated people without causing panic. Now, during the discussion, some of the board members, they came to a realization that without people of color, they would suffer catastrophic monetary losses. And that would be in sportswear, shoes, and high fashion. Also, soldiers in the military, entertainment, video gaming industry, cars will also be affected. Fuel, liquor, cigarette, tobacco, media, music, and etc. will be affected if all the melanated people were gone from Earth, or America, if you will. Now, they figured that they would crumble with all the people of color, so they decided to take a vote, giving the people a choice to vote yes voluntarily to go with the aliens or no. All right. Wow. So with that being said, not all the people of color were totally removed, only those who have a certain amount of melanin in their skin. As we continue, another scene in the film finally shows all the people of color being beamed up to a giant craft in droves after being escorted and bused to alien pickup sites throughout the country by armed military personnel. Finally, at the end of the film, a reporter states that now that the majority of the melanated people are now gone, they can now finally have or experience peace on Earth. What the hell? We're going to continue to move on with this, guys. Now, the breakdown and the reality, remember that science fiction, guys, is science fact. And the science is the study of the documentary of the fact. Remember that. Now, let's get into it. Number one, aliens coming to Earth. Facts. It's facts. It's facts. It's been talked about for decades, for years, for centuries. We have the Roswell incident, the Tic Tac incident, which was a video filmed of military personnel with a Tic Tac shaped USO or UFO flying through the air that they tracked. And that's documented. Also USOs and more, guys. Number 2, the premise of cold fusion tech and other non-harmful energy sources that we could benefit from. We have it. Non-nuclear energies. We have those already, guys. Number 3, cleaning the air of pollutants. We have that tech as well, guys. We do. We have that technology. Water purification, sterilization, ionization, and more. We have that tech as well. Now, weapon tech. We have that tech as well. Now, the question is, now where did all this come from, guys? If you think about it, where did all these technologies come from already? Could this be true? Tech from others, other beings, or off-worlders, if you will. I'm so sorry, guys. And we, or should I say the government, military, or other powerful entities could have possibly met with these alleged beings and made some type of agreement for exchange. Could it be? And instead of using these wonders of goodness that they are used, or that they say that we could use, instead the oppressors use this to monetize, oppress, and enslave its people for personal gain and control. The answer, folks, would be yes. It is true. If you think about it, let's continue to move on. Now, after the alleged Roswell crash, if you guys can remember, and others that followed, to technology went to computer chips and circuit boards. Fiber optics came into being. Night vision, sonar, and radar got better. Cell phones came in. Communications got better. Then followed and more. A lot more other things came in. We had the computer. We had laptops, flat screens, and things like that. And just like that, we went from floor model televisions, guys, if you can remember those, to flat screen televisions. Yeah, folks, it's true. It's true indeed. It really is. Now, as far as the premise of people of color being the cause of the majority of violence and the majority of violence and the cause of us not having peace is simply not true. It's not. If you really look at it, the people of color are poisoned daily by media and other races as well. And what I mean by that is by television, by radio, music, news, and movies that glorify and basically project violence. Not to mention that most people of color and other races, they don't eat healthy, and are products of the environment that they live in. But in some cases, it's not about that. It's about time that the people of color realize that, and other races realize that we are beings, guys. Okay? Not only beings, but we are human beings. And then with all that being said, they want to oppress us. People like this want to oppress us, but live lavishly, monetizing off of all of us with their jewelry, fashions, our music, their cars, and other distractions that are meant to throw you off. The power we possess, all right? The power that people possess is phenomenal if we really think about it. People of color keep America going, and other races keep America going, guys. If we stop spinning, they won't prosper. So why disgrace, oppress, and enslave a people who are more powerful than you? We're not going to wars. We're not sending troops in harm's way because you're pissed off or you have some secret agenda. Just like every other average person on this planet, we are all one. All right? Creation of labels or labeling causes division, guys. Black, white, Chinese, Mexican, and so on. Green, blue, purple, right, wrong. It creates division. Now there is a definite thing between being right and wrong, and we know that. But I'm just using the term of labeling guys. And what I mean by that is putting people in boxes. When you say black, when you say you're white, when you say you're green, and these colors have meaning. Okay. Now, when in essence, no one can say what we really are. They can't say it. No one can say what you really are. And that's human beings. Realize that, or when we realize that, it will erase racism. I believe it will, and division, and putting people in boxes. Now the question is, who are the aliens? I'll give you a hint. They look like you, mimic your language, blend in, and is in high authoritative positions in all aspects of everything you've been allegedly taught. And that includes your history, religion, science, biology, etc. Think about it. Everything that we know, or that you've been taught, or that you believe, has been projected to you to have you the way that you are and the way that you think. There's a rumor, guys, or should I say there's an alleged discussion that we had a long time ago about schools and schooling, public schooling specifically. Now, if you think about it, the older generations or the younger generations, everything's different now. What you were taught in school is different from what the children are being taught now in school. Things change. They've changed. You know what that's called? That's called social preparation. That's what it is. It's preparing people to be in the new social society that they're basically building off of the teachings that they're giving our children in school. So a lot of things that we know, or a lot of things that the older generations know and believe in and all that good stuff, is different from what everyone believes in now and what the children believe in now, because you're socially taught this. And like I said before, through media, through music, through all these things that are meant to throw you off, when in essence you're not knowing that you're a human being. So let's get back to the film of Cosmic Slop. The reporter stated that now that all of melanated people or people of color are off the planet, they can experience peace finally. That is an arrogant and bold statement to make. And we know that's not true. When you're influenced by things, things influence you to do things. If you're not strong. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to open everybody's eyes up. You have to be open. Open your eyes up and look around you and see what the hell is going on. Because what we're striving for and what we strive for is we strive for peace and unity, understanding, and basically come to conclusions to difficult situations with intellectual conversation, which isn't hard to do. So if you have intellectual conversation with intellectual people or intellectual beings, you should have an intellectual society. And that's what's lacking now because everyone's distracted. So with that being said, us as one should not put people in boxes. Cosmic Slop, I would suggest people to watch that. It touches a lot of subjects that make sense today that are going on right now. Wow. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about that and just bring that to your attention, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. If you think about it, all that stuff is true. Now, as we continue to move on, guys, before we conclude, I want to tell you guys about a very, very weird situation that a young lady, or should I say a young patron, faced while she was in North Carolina. All right. And we're going to call this one the Nail Salon Butcher. All right. A patron and other onlookers witnessed one of the nail techs in one of these nail salons, and we'll give you the name later on, doing a crazy act to an animal. All right. So basically, a patron and other onlookers, as stated before, witnessed one of the nail techs in this particular nail salon go into a freezer and pull out a whole deer and begin to butcher the deer in front of them on the floor while they were getting their nails done. All right. And not to mention the service, but man, that is just gross. What the fuck? The health codes, excuse my French, guys. The health code violations here, I mean, they have to be severe. This cannot be legal. Not to mention the service. I mean, would you really want to visit this establishment? You might get your toes cut off, butchered off, or your hands cut off. What the hell? All right, the name of the place is Diamond Nail Techs in High Point, North Carolina. A young lady by the name of Morgan Taylor stated that she was at the salon with her sister on a Saturday, or getting ready for a wedding for her sister on a Saturday. They were getting their nails done. She was getting her nails done with her sister, and while sitting there, she witnessed the gruesome act of this nail tech butchering this animal for, I guess, preparation for dinner or whatever have you. I have no idea. Now, talk about multitasking. She also stated and wrote in a Facebook post, manicures, pedicures, and amateur deer butchering services. After the encounter, Taylor reported the Salon to the North Carolina Board of Cosmetic Arts, and an investigation is currently going underway to see if the salon violated any health violations at all. What the hell? I would say yes. Now, do you see what I'm saying about what's going on, guys? What in the hell is going on? Oh my goodness. Thank God you wasn't getting your hair done. Somebody might have pulled out a goat head and started prepping that up. What the hell? I mean, for real, what is going on here, people? You've got all kind of weird stuff going on. So with that being said, cosmic slop, guys, in the premise of aliens, and you never know who's around you. And like I said before, they look like you, talk like you, mimic you, look like you, blending in normal society, and you don't know who these people are. But they're here. Do you think that was a normal act? I mean, in a nail salon, a person just pulling out a deer and just doing that? I mean, is that a regular thing that they do? I think not. And I'm sure the lady was reprimanded and fired from the nail salon. All right. So with that being said, guys, the Dave Chappelle incident, wow. God bless, thank God he's okay, and things like that. And let's keep entertainment alive and fun like how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun and informative, and things like that. Not meant to hurt people's feelings at all. Not meant to hurt folks' feelings at all. And the movie Cosmic Slop, I encourage you folks to look at that film and just go through your own thought processes with that and correlate that with what's going on now. All right. Anyway, this is your homeboy Hood Real, man, and I thank y'all so much for joining me and lending me your ear for a little while here. I'll see you guys next time. Remember to keep God in your heart, stay blessed, stay true, and I'll see you guys next time. One love, Hood Real.